It's time!
We're heading back to Rio. UFC has been there before, and it is the birthplace of mixed martial arts. Some of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world come from Brazil. We're pretty proud to be heading down to Brazil. Shogun Rua, he wants this rematch with Forrest Griffin and wants to get that loss off his record. The rematch between Yushin Okami and Anderson Silva, their first fight, Yushin Okami actually won by disqualification.
Eu não sei, eu não perdi pra ninguém não. Eu não fui nocauteado.
I think this is not only a big fight for Anderson Silva because it's in Brazil, but since 2005, this is the only loss that Anderson Silva has on his record.
I think there is no possible way that this fight is not going to be an all-out war.
Yushin Okami is one of the best middleweights in the world. He's got great hands. He's not afraid to go to the ground because he's got great jiu-jitsu.
Franklin's in deep trouble! Getting a really high-level wrestler to get him on his back and smash him with elbows and punches and rough him up and cut him. Yushin Okami is just the type of guy that will be able to do that.
Okami's in takedown. Man, he looks good. Bring the thunder, Yushin Okami. This is bad for Mike Smith. He's got to get out of here.
His wrestling is at such a high level.
Okami's got a guillotine.
It's taking the fight to the ground, getting on top of an opponent, and beating him up and wearing him out.
She turned it.
Okami's a big 185-pounder, and he's strong. He's got good stand-up, but where he's his best is in the clinch. He'll get you in that clinch, he'll get you and put you down on the ground, get that top position, and beat you up from the top. Obviously, this one's a little personal for Anderson Silva because it's Yushin Okami, but what he's fighting for now is his legacy. He's never been beaten in the UFC. He's broke every record that we have in the UFC.
He's this guy that's at the top of this mountain, and every killer in the world is climbing this mountain trying to get to Anderson Silva. They're all coming after not just his middleweight title, but the title of the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. If you talk to anybody about what is the recipe to beat Anderson Silva, standing with him, really not the best idea in the world. Submitting him, good luck. We don't get to see much of Anderson's ground game, but mostly it's because he decimates people on the feet.
Oh! He front kicked him in the face! Absolutely right!
He has submitted Dan Henderson in the UFC, and he has shown excellent defense when he was mounted by Travis Lutter in all of his different fights where he's shown phenomenal Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu defense as well as good offense.
He's bringing it as promised. Vince has got to be careful here. He's got it. Big shot there. Silva trying to finish it here. Just like that.
彼のもちろんスタンドのムエタイの技術やっぱり脅威だと思ってます。で彼はイマジネーションが素晴らしいので何をやってくるかわからない。まあそこはすごく注意しなきゃ。
Preparado para representar bem Brasil contra o resto do mundo. Não percam.
The first time we did the Forrest Griffin Shogun Rua fight, everybody was like, wow, what did Forrest do to piss them off that they'd give him Shogun Rua?
First time I fought Shogun, you know, I was some crazy, young, hungry kid, wanted to be champion of the world.
What a performance by Forrest Griffin!
Forrest came out and shocked the world and won that fight. It was a big win for Forrest.
Falou que ela merecia, mas assim, ela tava com uma lesão no joelho e tudo mais, mas com certeza é...
I'm here with the winner, Forrest Griffin! How happy are you, man?
Everything worked out really well for me. Shogun, he was the young pride legend coming over, the badass over there, and we're like, oh, he's coming.
Another big punch.
You know, I can kind of be the rock that he breaks against.
Forrest, he has a tremendous amount of pride and a tremendous amount of competitive drive, and this fight is going to show all that.
What people love about Forrest Griffin is that he comes to fight. It's kill or be killed.
Another big still in trouble. What a performance by Forrest Griffin!
If you don't finish him, he's coming after you.
I'm a better wrestler than I was. My jiu-jitsu is as good as it ever was.
Forrest Griffin's a tall guy, he's got good strikes, and he's got phenomenal jiu-jitsu.
From Rampage Jackson to Shogun Rua, he's a huge underdog with incredible heart and determination. He wins these fights.
Forrest! Give it up for Shoot the Box in the house, America. Ladies and gentlemen, Mauricio, Shogun, H.E.A.T.
Shogun H.E.A.T is nasty. When he's on, mentally and physically, and he's ready to go, he doesn't stop moving forward. He busts your legs up. His striking is unbelievable. He's one of the best fighters of the last decade.
Para isso, eu vou dar meu melhor para isso. Espero conseguir igualar esse placar e mostrar que é o gás, né? Acho que com certeza eu vou treinar bastante para isso não considerar.
From Rampage Jackson to Chuck Liddell, you name the big stars, Shogun H.E.A.T has either beat them or knocked them out. The position that Shogun's in after coming off that loss and losing his title, you'll never see a more motivated Shogun than right now. This fight, he gets to redeem himself against Forrest and get himself back into position to try to fight for that title again.
Losing to people sucks, so I know he's going to want to beat me.
He wants this rematch with Forrest Griffin and wants to get that loss off his record.
I know he's coming to get me. He's coming to get me in his backyard.
Forrest Griffin beating Shogun and dominating him like that, taking his back, choking him out, that's got to give him a tremendous amount of confidence.
Nisso também, mas é lógico que eu penso em lutar com o Forrest, principalmente porque ele é cara top.
Come August 27th, I'll fight Shogun like I've never fought him before.
Brendan Schaub versus Nogueira. This is a big fight for both guys. Nogueira is one of the greatest heavyweights ever. And for Brendan Schaub to just come off a big win.
Oh my goodness! Brendan Schaub knocks out Mirko Krokop!
This will put Brendan Schaub on the map in the heavyweight division.
The Krokop fight ended in convincing fashion. I promised the knockout of the night, and that's what happened.
This is a big fight for Nogueira. Not only to get back on track and get back into that heavyweight title hunt again, but this fight's in Brazil.
That's gonna be insane, you know. I feel sorry for the guys who's coming to fight in Brazil because people are gonna boo them.
It'd be like beating up Michael Jordan in Chicago, man. You're not gonna get a lot of fans. For me, the reason I want this fight is because that sort of pressure, that situation in my career is as close as you can get to the pressure of a title fight.
Can move. He's good at standing up. He's got a good shooting. But when I fight him, I'm a way better level of jiu-jitsu. Black belt.
Bob tap there, he goes for the armbar, and it is over. He and his brother both trying to finish.
For sure, I think I can make another one at heavyweight title.
Nogueira was a champ in the UFC and Pride, so it's pretty tough. But I'll take my boxing against anyone in the heavyweight division, let alone Nogueira. So I definitely plan to keep it on the feet.
The fight goes to the ground. I know how to hold him. I know how to walk him. I know how to submit him.
This is the biggest fight of my life. The convincing win of Nogueira puts me right up there in the title picture.
Brendan Schaub!
I guarantee this doesn't go to a decision. Guarantee it.
Then and up on the ground, wherever the fight goes, I'm going to be ready for him.
In front of his hometown, in front of his home fans, and I'm going to knock Nogueira out in Rio.